It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On first down, Allen. Complete to open things up. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at the 15. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you, the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
1st and 10.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run on first down. James, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's James. Fights off the defender. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Tywan Jones for a big play late, and that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Get ready.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's James. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And James has it.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. James. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
No time now.
They run it with James. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson, and the Texans will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's James. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 22 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Down by Bobby White.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense.
On the ground, this is Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4 down.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bills, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm here all day.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And he's able to get it out of there. It's fielded at the 45. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. It's James. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That. 13 yards remaining on second down.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now a give right side. James. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The first throw for the backup, Rosen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Texans fans, because it's third down.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 43.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. And they take him down. The Bills get to it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Right there. 54
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third, Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
26-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing is Allen on third. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, it's Dillon. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Down at the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49's the mic.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
In the face. Hey, 59. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Watson going to try and run it.
A huge loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A loss on the play brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 10.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Bills on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
58, right? Mike, 58, right there. You better bring it. You better bring it.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Safety's creeping.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Joker. Alert. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, watch the slant.
49, check 49.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Allen. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Bills first down.
On play action, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
58, right over there, right? 52. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
From the gun, Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From midfield, here's Allen. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down, Buffalo.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point.
Today's final score.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Houston, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.